Hello, everyone. Whoever's in the live, please say hi. Drop a like. I haven't done a Motivation Monday in a while, and if I'm not mistaken, this is the first Monday of the month, I believe. And so this will be my first Motivation Monday for the year. So if you just want to listen and you don't want to comment, that's fine. But I would appreciate it if you say hi. I was just gonna just talk, and if no one come in, you would just watch the replay. Okay, so today I want to talk about holding your head high. Oftentimes, things happen to us. None of us are perfect. Sometimes we make mistakes in life, whether it's something we said or whether it's something we did. And as they say, when you know better, you do better. So sometimes we make mistakes in life, and then we have people that hold it over our heads. Um, for lack of a better term, the holier than thou. Some people have done these same things prior and they aged and they don't do it anymore. Some people have never done it, but they have done something else. So either way, they're not in a position to judge you. Um, Let me make, for example, I was watching, I can't remember her channel right now, but I was watching an exotic dancer. This is not what I came to talk about, but what I'm talking about just brought this to my mind. I was watching an exotic dancer, and she went to church, like she danced on the Saturday and she went to church on the Sunday. And there were people in her comments telling her, how could she do both things? She should either do one or the other. My point is this: none of us are perfect. And even in the Bible, Jesus had disciples that were alcoholics, womanizers. One of the Marys in the Bible, if I'm not mistaken, Mary Magdalene, was a prostitute. And Jesus associated with everyone and loved everyone. So I'm just saying that to say, who is another person to judge your journey? Yes, she's a dancer. That's how she make her living. Just how you work in an office, somebody else works in a bakery, somebody else works wherever. She's doing that right now, whether she's paying off for school, whether she's paying for whatever. Yes, it might not be of God, but that is between her and God. Who is another person to judge your journey and how fast you should transcend from one situation to the other? I'm sure she's praying about it. God knows what she's doing. He also understands the reason why she's doing it. She's not robbing banks. She's not robbing men. She's not selling her body. As she said, I'm just a dancer. I dance with bathing suits, whatever. And even if she was selling her body, she would not be the first or the last. She have her bills to pay like everybody else. And I'm only bringing up this point to make the segue into what I'm saying. Whatever mistake you have made in life, never let that be your life. Like it's part of your life. It's something you did. It's something you said. It's somewhere you've been, and you no longer do it, or you're trying to get from point A to point B. Never, ever let anyone come and belittle you, insult you, tear you down, make you feel less of a person because you made a mistake in life. None of us are perfect. And even if you're a Christian, I was raised in a church. I'm not a Christian at this moment, but I still have it in me, in the sense of I was raised in a Christian household. I went to church almost every day of the week. I was in a choir, I was in everything. I was in a youth group, I was in everything. So I'm just saying this to say, even if you're a Christian and you do everything in your mind perfectly and by the book, there's some corner that's not perfect. There's something that you could do better. But God is not judging you. He's still understanding. You're not God. You were created by God, but you're not God, right? So you're entitled to make mistakes, ask for forgiveness, or whatever. So coming back to my point, whether it was pictures you sent to someone, whether it was something you did on your job that you should have known better, but certain things happen and lead to that, whatever it is, whether you're on a stoplight, whatever it is, Never let somebody else who we don't know what skeletons they have in their closet tear you down and belittle you and keep reminding you of your transgression, so to speak. Whatever it is, you made peace with it, you're sorry about it, you went to God with it, or whatever you choose to do, or you choose not to do it again, or whatever it is, or gradually. For instance, let's say you're alcoholic. It's a disease. But let's just say you're alcoholic and you're trying to stop. And somebody else is telling you, oh, you're this, you're that. They might not be an alcoholic, but they're doing something else. Even if you're doing 10 things and you cut out 9, you're still doing something. None of us are above the other. None of us is better than the other. Okay, so never, I repeat, let anyone make you feel that whatever moves you're making is not good enough or it's not being made fast enough, because that's not their call. When you get through your journey, you get through your journey. You take your time, don't speed into anything. And as I say, if you have something that's bothering you, you pray about it, get it off your chest, get healing if you need healing from something. But if you have to divert from those type of scenarios where you're surrounded, and sometimes it's not even one person, is a few people you're surrounded by, and every time you come around them, they're belittling you, they're nagging you, they're insulting you, they're tearing you down. You might not have much people to be around. It could be even family. You don't have much people to be around, and you're forced to hang with, whether it's your siblings, your auntie, whoever. And if separating yourself from them is going to bring you peace, because the last thing you need is somebody to keep reminding you of your mistakes while you're trying to get over them and be a better person. How could you even grow and forgive yourself? Because the first thing you got to do is forgive yourself for whatever this mistake you make. You're not the first person to do it, you're not the last. But how could you get over that if somebody keeps reminding you, oh, such and such and such, remember what you did last week? Remember what you did 6 months ago? Remember you said this last year? Oh my God, golly. Could somebody forget? So as I say, if you have to gradually move yourself away from that type of negativity to get on your healing journey and taking steps slowly to get to the destination you're trying to get to, if you have to walk away from those people, even if it's family, because the last thing you need is to be around somebody that just always have you feeling your worst self. You did things and now you're trying to be a better person, and you have people every time they come around you, they have to remind you of every mistake you made. Like, you don't need that. So if you have to cut ties, cut ties. Because you need to stay calm and you need to focus on where you're going. You don't want to be reminded every day of where you came from. It will be blocking your path of, because you always have to be defending yourself and you always have to be getting agitated and frustrated. So if you have to walk away from people and take a little woosah and deep breath and redirect and remember where you're trying to go to, that is what you have to do. Okay? And don't let anybody make you feel like you're making a wrong decision, because you have to live with you, but you don't have to live with people that are no good for you. You don't have to be surrounded by people that make you feel less of a person. And if it's somebody you're living with, so you have no choice because you have to live with them at the moment, try to leave the house when they're there, or if they work a certain time, you come home before them, get to your bed, or put your headphones on and find something positive to listen to. There's so many videos, there's so many podcasts, there's so many things that you could find to listen to that's not drama, it's not no type of confusion, it's nothing. There's a lot of positive things you could find right even here on YouTube that you could watch every night or whatever. How to reinvent yourself, how to forgive yourself. I'm pretty sure, because there's something for everyone on here. Find something, find whether it's a therapist or whether it's just a motivational speaker, find someone who's speaking on a topic that you need help with and listen to it on a regular, because most of these whether you want to call them a counselor or whatever, they have series of videos. You know what I mean? Some of them have been on YouTube or whatever for years. So find someone who speaks to you and you like their personality and they make you feel a sense of serenity. Find someone who you could watch every night or whatever. So while this person's ranting and raving and tearing you down, you're like, okay, all right, and whatever. And you try to end the conversation and avoid the gaslighting and put in your headphones and listen to something positive until you fall asleep. Okay, so I'm not gonna keep this video too long. This is my first Motivation Monday for the year. I'm trying to get back on point because I have been dealing with some things. So I had to step away for my own peace of mind. Ever so often we have to do that. We have to shut down and decompress because sometimes we keep going, we keep going, we keep going, and we keep covering things with other things, and we keep using things as a diversion. And at some point it blows up and you have to realize it and say, you know what, let me take some time away and try to work on, the things I'm trying to work on without distractions. So I'm gradually coming back. I did a video already earlier on the morning prayer. I'm trying to gradually come back in. So thanks, guys, for the ones who've been rocking with me. For the new people, please, for the new rock stars, welcome, welcome. For the ones who come in between and haven't been here for a while, we'll be looking forward to seeing more of you. Love you all. See you in another video. Smooches.